Hey, Matt here from Total Drummer discussing how to become a drum teacher. And actually today we're specifically answering a question I get asked a lot by people that want to start teaching drums. And the question is, how good do I have to be a drum teacher? And they're talking about how good at drumming. How good at drumming? Because what people seem to think, they come to me and they talk to me and one of their big concerns is they're just not good enough at drumming. Because they've got this idea that they've got to be like up here, Vinnie Colaiuta or Thomas Lang drumming level before they can teach someone else how to play a drum beat. Okay? Now, I understand it, but it's not true. It's just not true, right? Most of what you're going to teach as a drum teacher is quite low level stuff, not to kind of knock it in any way, but a lot of the people that come to you will be in an early stage of their drum journey. And quite honestly, it's your business, so you can make sure you only take beginner students. You can market yourself to beginners and intermediates, or just beginners if you want at the beginning. So if someone comes to you and says, yeah, I've been playing 30 years, I'm just kind of on the verge of being a professional drummer. I just need to, you might say, well look, I'm not the teacher for you, it's fine. There's no pressure on you, okay? So just remove that fear straight away, because I hear it a lot and it actually stops people following their dream and starting a drum teaching business, okay? A lot of the people that come to you will be beginners. So you need to be able to show them a basic drum beat and then add some fills and then build from there. And you need a syllabus in place, but the drumming level doesn't have to be that high. Now look, I'm not saying if you've been drumming a week you can do this. You have to be a reasonable drummer. You need to know what you're doing. You know your theory and your sight reading and all that as well. That is obviously very, very useful stuff. But I just see people putting themselves out of the picture thinking they have to be this like virtuoso drummer. It just isn't true. What you do actually need is a whole set of other additional skills to make you a great teacher. I know brilliant drummers that would make terrible, terrible drum teachers. And I know some drummers that, they're good, but they're not amazing, and they make excellent drum teachers. The skill set's slightly different. So to be a teacher, you need to be patient, you need to be good at listening, you need to really care about your students' progress. If they're not understanding it one way, you need to be able to look for different ways to communicate that message with that individual student. So, and then there's the whole the organisational side as well, your kind of the professional element of you running a business. All of that stuff is possibly more important than your drumming skills. Okay, as long as you're a certain level of being a drummer, if all of that other stuff, so your teacher skills are really, really good, then you'll be a great teacher and people will love learning with you. It'll be fun, it'll be relaxed, and they'll get real progress from you, get real results as a drummer. Now, all of that stuff, you'll learn it as you go. So also don't put yourself off going, I don't have experience. Honestly, no one has experience doing this until they do it. Everyone has to start their first lesson and then the second lesson, and each subsequent lesson you build, you develop, you improve as a teacher. Every drum teacher that you've ever seen had to start with their first lesson somewhere. So again, don't be scared. It can seem a bit daunting, a bit overwhelming, but until you make that step, get that first student and get going, you'll never develop those skills and become that person, because you'll always be too scared. Now one thing you could try is you could start trying to teach someone that you know. Give some free lessons to a friend, or maybe a family friend's child, whoever it is, and they'll be doing it on the basis that they know you're starting out and you're kind of learning the ropes a little bit. You'll feel less pressure because they're not paying you, so you'll just feel a bit more relaxed and just have a fun time with them, and you'll just kind of build the confidence, So that's one thing you could try, or you could just go straight in there and do it, and I know you'll be fine. Now, if you do want that process, you do want that structure, you do want to understand those additional skills that you need, you can learn all of that and get a downloadable blueprint, so you can go through it and make sure you're following the right process. It's available now as a free training. There's a link below this video, so you can go and click it, see the next available time that we're running that training. There's going to be one soon, because we're constantly running this, and you can go and start it right away. Okay, so that's there for you if you want to get all the kind of nuts and bolts of how a drum teaching business would work. And that's there for you if you want to start or grow a drum teaching business. So click below, go over there, and I'll see you in there.